Pescado Guisado or fish stew. And this one is going to take some of you to memory lane. You're going to go back to your childhood. At the very minimum, you're going to go and visit the islands because this recipe I designed it with that in mind. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. One key element of this meal is the use as much as possible of natural ingredients. And I'm going to introduce you to them throughout the cooking process. So first, very quickly, any type of fish you want. I went with the pompano because I have two fishes pompano. Cooked one the other day, going to cook one today. Slash them here with a knife, both sides, 3 slash. And what you're going to do, you're going to put some of the green onion. I like the bottom side, but you can put the green part. This is a clean fish already. You're going to add it inside. You're adding the flavor. You're going to take some minced garlic, and you're also going to add it inside. And now you're creating that flavor. Some sea salt, doesn't matter what type. Be a little bit generous. You put that sea salt inside, and also you're going to float it outside. And in this tap, you're going to put some garlic. In all 3 of them. You're going to fill it with garlic and salt. You're adding the flavor here. And you do the same on the other side. The second step is simple. You're going to fry, or you're going to put this fish in a cast iron or any type of pan. Heat is a medium high, and you're going to cook each side in a hot pan for about 2.5 minutes each side. After 2.5 minutes of flip it, this is how it looks in one side. You're starting to get a nice looking color. One trick I apply, I do this from time to time so it doesn't stick at the bottom. And it shouldn't anyhow, but I do it just in case from time to time. Like once or twice I do it with the entire process. Okay, now comes the interesting part. Let's start cooking the main dish. I have this pan, which is a little bit deep because you're making a sauce. You're making this in sauce, guisado. I put a little bit of salt. I like to put salt at the bottom from time to time. Sea salt, whatever type you like. Little bit of oil. What I'm going to do, I have some of the green onions. I'm going to add them now. See how pretty? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of oregano, fresh, some thyme, creating those aromatics. And this is going to take a few seconds, not a lot. And I'm going to add some cilantro. In essence, I'm creating some sort of sofrito. And I have about 3 or 4 pieces of garlic minced. I'm going to add it there too. Few seconds, you don't want it burn. You remember that beautiful tomato that I showed you earlier? I grated. So I'm going to add this tomato, see? And I have some chunks from the peel too. As you see, I'm going to add that too. It's 1 tomato. From the farmer's market. And you know what comes next? Smoked paprika. Though you can use any type of paprika. Adding that color, natural. This is my turmeric. Because I don't use that Sazon stuff that you people buy in the store. I don't use that stuff. I don't use canned tomato sauce either. I have some coriander. And I'm going to move things around. And I'm gonna need more tomato sauce. In fact, you know what? It's time to add the peppers. This is yellow, orange, and red bell peppers. And you start creating the base. After a few seconds, what you're going to do, you're going to move the fish that you just fried. And you're going to add it. The beauty of frying the fish for a little bit is that the fish is going to look pretty. Move things around. You can add a little bit of broth, water, or whatever you feel is appropriate. If you have broth, go with vegetable broth or stock, or with fish stock, or seafood stock. About 2 or 3 minutes later, you're going to add some onions. Look at this beauty. See how I cut them? Long ways. You need those onions. Lower the heat to like medium, a notch above medium. You're going to let it simmer. You're going to let it cook. As it simmers, you might want to give it a taste. And if you feel that it's more salt, now is the time to add it. Add salt to your taste. Optionally, because you already have the green onions, you can also cook the top, add some color, beauty, and taste. As this cook for about 5 minutes so far, I like to grab some of the grease that I use in the cast iron for the cooking of the actual fish when I was cooking it earlier. I like to add a little bit of that. See how dark? Add a little flavor from the actual frying that took place earlier. That's personal touch, add that little extra flavor from the fish when I was frying it earlier. In essence, I put a little bit of that oil. When you're about to finish, I was about toward the last 3 minutes, you add some chimes, I should say. You add a few chimes. More flavor, more color. See how beautiful. Move things around a little bit. Turn it off and put it aside. See how beautiful.